What's up, everybody? MasterBoris is back with a new video. What's good in the hood? Chicken nuggets with some hot sauce on them combos. Today, another reaction. This time is for entertainment. This time we're talking about gaming. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about Tekken 8 once again. I'm reacting to D all the way G. Shout outs to you. Title of this video is What's Next for Tekken 8 and Bandai Namco Entertainment, Bandai Namco Games Season 3 rank. We're just gonna get right into it and see what he says, cause hey, I'm all about this entertainment for the day. So let's just get right into it.
What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another classic Tekken 8 video here. Here we got a lot to talk about. You know, I'm gonna need y'all to come on in here, press the like, hit the subscribe, hit the hype button so we can get this started. So when it comes to Tekken 8, man, there has been a lot of shit going on when it comes to the Tekken development team, Bandai Namco. Over the last couple of weeks, there has just been crazy changes when it comes to Tekken 8, both inside and out, both Nucleus and the core. Everybody knows just a couple of weeks ago, Nakatsu practically resigned and he left the Tekken team and he left Bandai Namco. I wasn't able to get my thoughts on it right away. The reason for it was because of that asshole Michael Murray made it all about himself and, you know, kind of took what was going on with Nakatsu away, you know, and then it was just like, you know, so much other stuff was going on when it came to the FGC. So I really wasn't able to speak my...
I'm gonna try not to stop the video, but I have to say what I gotta say. This is my show anyway, but I'm gonna ask y'all one more time for all you Tekken fans out there watching, or all you fighting game fans out there watching. Do you really believe Tekken is gonna get better under Michael Murray? The person that will block you for, you know, while you giving him constructive criticism on social media. Like you really think that? You really think Tekken gonna get better with him being the, you know, front and center, being the leader of the team, the Tekken team? They gotta replace him. They got to. But yeah, let's ride out.
My thoughts on the situation that went down with Nakatsu. So I'm going to do that in this video on top of discussing the main topic, and that is what is next for Tekken 8, the Tekken development team, and Bandai Namco at this point, because it really does look like Bandai Namco is really falling apart right now. And like we already know, the Tekken team is leaderless right now. There's no leadership on that development team, and Harada kind of basically confirms something that we already knew. More trouble could be ahead depending on how long Tekken 8 continues to run. But I want to talk about Nakatsu real quick because, like I said, I wasn't able to talk about him when he resigned from the Tekken team a couple of weeks ago. I was one of those people, I was very, very critical of Nakatsu. I kind of felt like Nakatsu was just implementing things way too much on a random scale. You feel what I'm saying? And I put that all on Nakatsu more than I did Harada, because Harada basically gave this guy the keys to the Tekken car. And, you know, this guy was flying high. You feel what I'm saying? He was flying high to the point where he allowed a lot of this shit to go through. Now, a lot of people were like, well, no, it's the upper echelon of Bandai Namco. Some of that is true. Some of that is true. But Nakatsu had a lot of control when it came to Tekken 8, when it came...
It's really both. It's really both. More of the Bandai Namco leaders of the side of the game, you know, and probably told Nakatsu what to put, what to implement. Because, you know, there are some people that's probably working there that's in the upper echelon, probably likes Tekken and want Tekken to be a particular thing. And Nakatsu went through it, and I do say that he had some control, but most of the time he didn't. You know, that's why Harada, he was like, here, you because I can't do what I want to do here. And finding out later on that that was the case. You know, I feel for Harada. I'm glad, you know, Harada left the way he left. And now he's doing his own thing at VS Studios. But yeah, let's ride out.
to the decisions that were being made. So a lot of this, fell back on him. What happened in season 2, a lot of that was Nakatsu. Even though they fixed a little bit of shit, it just wasn't enough. But gradually over time, they did get things kind of ironed out. At the end of the day, Nakatsu was responsible for a lot of that BS that was going on when it comes to Tekken 8 season 2 and then the beginning of season 3. Part of that was him. Now, when it comes to him basically resigning and leaving the Tekken team, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all remember when y'all was little and a motherfucker would come up behind you and flick your ear and then you would turn around and slap the shit out of him for doing it? That's how shocking it was. When Nakatsu announced that he was resigning from Bandai Namco and the Tekken team, we just didn't know it was going to happen because, like I said, Harada gave this dude the keys to the Tekken car. And a lot of us were kind of like, okay, if Nakatsu continues to be in charge, it's going to get worse before it gets better because, like I said, this guy is flying high right now. And it just kind of seems like that development team is kind of working as they go. You know what I'm saying? And they're only fixing things after the community literally begs them to do it. So I was one of those people. I was like, okay, it's going to get worse before it gets better if he continues to be in charge. But at the same time, he was the leader. At least Tekken had a leader. But when he resigned, that was no more. And right now, Tekken does not have no leader. Michael Murray is not a leader, and we don't even know who they put in the forefront when it comes to the Tekken 8 development team. They have not said anything. They have not said any names on who's going to be the lead producer, the lead project director. They haven't said anything. Now, a theory on why
they're not going to say anything because they don't have nobody yet, or 2, they just waiting for season 3 to end. Then they'll say it, or the next TWT. That's probably what's going to happen. And Bandai Namco Studios, the entertainment side, they're focusing on other games too. They're not focusing on this. Did y'all see that new Gundam game? What was that? Summer Game Fest? That's where the Tekken Battle Pass money is going to. Okay, that game is going to sell merchandise. That's what they care about. If you don't sell no merchandise, Bandai Namco does not care. They can care less about Tekken 8. I'm telling you right now. That's what's really going on right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's ride out.
Nakatsu left is pretty simple because, like I said, everybody is still shocked by what happened. One of the reasons why Nakatsu left, of course, the decision making and how things turned out. I'm not
shocked at all.
And obviously, things did not turn out the way that he wanted it to when it came to Tekken 8. Even though a lot of this stuff that's going on in Tekken 8 was already put in a year prior, you feel what I'm saying? The outcome of what's going on probably wasn't to Nakatsu's liking. Then on top of that, y'all got to think about something too. When Harada was in charge, Harada had his running buddies. When the going got tough, Harada can just turn his shoulder and he can go to people like Okabu. He can go to people like the guy that he has over in SNK. He could go to someone like Nakatsu and be like, hey, do you have any suggestions? Hey, what should we do next? How do we fix this? Harada had those guys behind him. If anything were to go wrong or whatever, he had those guys there for advisory. You feel what I'm saying? Nakatsu did not have that. Nakatsu was practically out there all by himself. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just like, Nakatsu was like, fuck this. I'm not going to do it all by myself. Harada didn't do it by himself. He had people. He had running buddies, people like Okabu and whoever. So that's probably like the main reason why Nakatsu truly left. He was practically out there all by himself. And he was probably like, you know what? This is too much pressure. I don't really have anybody. There's nobody that he could turn to for advisory or anything like that. So he left. And right now, when it comes to Tekken 8, everybody knows about the whole Kujiro thing. Me personally, I think the whole thing just kind of sucks. You feel what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that because it was a Baki character. I'm saying that because I think they had the opportunity to either make a totally new character again. I felt like they had an opportunity to redeem themselves from the fuck up that was Mariah Zoe. Or they could have put a legacy character back in the game like Lei Wulong, Miguel, or whatever. But they chose Kujiro. And there's nothing we can do about that because Harada has already practically said that this was already in the works. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Harada lied. He lied. And you know why he lied? Because he said that he wasn't involved with what was going on with the Baki situation. And then he turned around and said that everything that y'all see now was already worked in a year prior. So Harada lied. He did. He lied. Let's just keep it all the way real. The man lied. The man lied when he said he wasn't involved in the situation with Baki, and he was. So he lied. I'm just keeping it all the way real. Harada lied. But, you know, that's neither here or there. Harada is gone. He's at SNK. They're building something else over there. He has a lot of Tekken veterans with him. So we're just going to have to...
Right now, they are building Kings of Fighter 16. I'm seeing the mocaps on Twitter, but y'all can look this up. I feel like they're making another KOF game in Art of Fighting 4. But I'm seeing some mocap testing for Terry Year. That look like KOF 16. But anyway, let's ride out.
See what happens. But he did lie about the whole situation when it comes to Kojiro when that troll called him out. So, hey, it is what it is. But getting back to Nakatsu leaving and the Tekken team just full of gaps right now, I'm going to go out on a limb and kind of say Nakatsu leaving is not as damaging to Tekken 8 right now as a lot of people may think it is. Like I said, they just don't have a leader right now. They still have a little bit of experience on that development team. I don't know who they have in charge. But with Nakatsu leaving, that's not necessarily a bad thing because a lot of people are already saying that Nakatsu probably should have left when Harada did. And the thing about it is Nakatsu is the type of guy that I kind of feel like he's not the type of guy that you would want to give the keys to the car of any franchise. He's the type of guy that probably shines more when you have a couple of legendary motherfuckers before him, kind of like Harada, whoever else, and then Nakatsu. You feel what I'm saying? He's that type of guy. I don't think he's the type of guy that you want to just give the keys to the car and drive. I don't think he's that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's been doing this for a long time, you either got it or you don't. And I don't think Nakatsu has that on his own. Y'all feel what I'm saying? We saw it with Soul Calibur. It didn't work out. You know, everybody struck gold with Tekken 7. Tekken 7 was a gold strike. You feel what I'm saying? So Tekken 8 didn't turn out so well when it comes to Nakatsu leading the project. Now, when it comes to Nakatsu, his future of where he's going to go, you know, I kind of personally think Nakatsu may end up with Tecmo and he may end up working on the new Dead or Alive project. The reason that I say that is we already know Nakatsu is close with a lot of Dead or Alive people, a lot of people that worked on past Dead or Alive games. Nakatsu is close with a lot of those people. We already know this. So he could end up on Tecmo. I don't think he's going to SNK with Harada. That's a little bit too obvious. And what would be the point? You feel what I'm saying? Harada basically already protéged him. So I don't see that happening. But I do see Nakatsu going somewhere like Tecmo and maybe working on the new Dead or Alive game, just because of the relationship that he has with a lot of those developers over there when it comes to the DOA team. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. It's definitely in the cards, and it's definitely a distinct possibility that he could head to Tecmo. Now, when it comes to what is next, when it comes to Tekken 8, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. This is not no how can Tekken 8 be fixed type of bullshit. I've already told y'all I'm sick of that. This is not what this is. What this is basically what's next for Tekken 8 as far as the development team and how we as the people and the players should treat Tekken 8 when it comes to its future. And also I want to talk about Bandai Namco because Bandai Namco has probably had a rough past 3 years. Everybody already knows about the employee issues that Bandai Namco has, and it is definitely showing with Harada leaving, a couple of other Tekken veterans leaving, Nakatsu leaving. Bandai Namco does have serious issues. I don't think it's a big deal because we've seen this time and time again with companies, especially these gaming companies. So it's just Bandai Namco's turn right now, and they're just going to have to find a way out of it. They probably will. We don't know how long it's going to take. But like I said, these gaming companies, they've all gone through it. You know, Rockstar Games has gone through it. Ubisoft has gone through it. Sega, they've all gone through it. And right now, it's just Bandai Namco's turn. They lost the iconic legend in Harada. They lost Harada's protege. You feel what I'm saying? So there's not really anybody left. I think Okabu is still there, but Okabu doesn't seem to be active. Maybe Okabu might be the new guy in charge when it comes to Tekken 8. We don't know. But they're going to have to find a way to bounce back. I think they will. It's just only a matter of time. Now, there are rumors that Tekken 8 is possibly going to get a season 4. And I'm going to sit here and say, yes, it's possible, especially after what Harada said on Twitter. You know, Harada wrote that long Daily Bread message. Boy, Harada and his Daily Bread messages. I was not about to put that long shit on this video. But Harada said that they were working on things up to a year prior before his departure. So, yes, I do think there is a season 4. A season 4 is very imminent. But beyond that, we just don't know. I think beyond that, I don't think Tekken 8 should have any more seasons. If there is a season 4, I think that's where the development team needs to go all out. And also, I want to say this when it comes to what's next for Tekken 8. The development team needs to stay dead silent. At the end of season 2, the development team was kind of on to something. I don't know if they were doing it on purpose, but the development team was not saying anything because they didn't have anything significant to update or to show to us, and they went dead silent. And guess what? Tekken 8 was being played. People were playing it. People were accepting it for what it was. And the only complaining that you saw, the Tekken dev team was dead silent. That was the only complaining. And guess what? Tekken 8 was being played. So I think that's what the development team really, truly needs to do. They need to go dead silent, cold turkey, and do not come out unless it's something significant to show or present or to update. That is how I feel like the development team should treat Tekken 8. And when it comes to the players, and when it comes to me especially, I've said this time and time again, I have accepted Tekken 8 for what it is. I don't care about the nerfs, the buffs, these patch notes. I don't care about that crap anymore. I'm done with it. I'm exhausted with it. It's derivative. I'm tired of talking about it. As you can see, the last patch notes, when they came out, I did not make a video. The nerfs and the buffs of the characters, whatever, I did not make a video because I am absolutely tired of it.
Say what you will about patch notes, but if you have to keep doing patches of a game, it don't have to be a fighting game. It could be any genre of game. If you have to keep doing it, your game is not good. That's just coming from me. Your game is not good if you have to keep patching a game. Which you have the ability to do so due to online, but how much makeup you gonna put on yourself to make yourself look good? It's too much. Let's ride out.
I really am. I just play the damn game, and I feel like that's what people just need to do. Just play the game. Just play the game for what it is and fuck all of this patch notes bullshit that's going on and wait for something significant to be updated when it comes to Tekken 8. Now, when it comes to the Tekken shop, nothing we can do about that. Tired of talking about that. The Tekken shop ain't going nowhere because that's clearly the gold mine right there. The Tekken shop is pretty much like a PUBG shop when it comes to the development team and Bandai Namco. So nothing we can do about that. Y'all feel me? All we can do is keep fighting and keep playing. That's pretty much it. And like I said before, when it comes to character balancing and all of that, the mechanics, the heat system and all of that, me personally, I don't think it's going to get any better than what it is right now. So it's just one of those things. We just got to just swallow the pride. A lot of people out there need to swallow their pride. If you're still playing the game, swallow your pride and just play. You feel what I'm saying? There is no sense in complaining about anything that is happening in Tekken 8 right now. The reason for it is the game is in its 3rd season and it's not going to get any better than what it is right now. For the people that are still playing, just continue to play. And for the people that quit, hey, I totally understand. Now, season 3 is far from over. We still have Roger, we still have Bob, and of course, we have the Baki character. Like I said, when it comes to Bob and Roger, I am really looking forward to what's going on with those two characters. Roger especially. I know Roger is like a joke character, but, when it comes to Tekken 8, Why the hell not? You feel what I'm saying? What else can go wrong when it comes to Tekken 8? So Roger is a character I am going to be paying attention to. If there is a season 4, I really do hope that the development team to listen to what a lot of us want when it comes to DLC, if they decide to make DLC for season 4, because I remember in Tekken 7, they only gave us one character, and that was Lydia. So they may repeat that again. They may just give us one new character and then just say, fuck it. But if they give us 4 more characters, they need to bring back some legacy characters. You feel what I'm saying? Lei Wulong, Miguel, Sebastian, Bruce Irvin. They need to pull out the stops if they're going to make a season 4. And if they don't, it's going to be the same old carousel once again when it comes to Tekken 8. So that's really all I got to say about the whole situation that's going on with Tekken 8 right now. I basically explained what should happen next. Now, what do y'all think?
Again, shout outs to D all the way G. But if y'all been paying attention to my videos when I was talking about Tekken 8 in general and why I'm not doing content for Tekken 8 and I hadn't done so of me playing it since the end of season 1. I saw the writing on the wall. I really did. I saw the writing on the wall. I saw that, Bandai Namco is not going to put a lot of emphasis on this game because what I said earlier. One of the things that's the reason. But me personally, and after seeing Virtua Fighter Crossroads, any little interest I had for this game, Tekken 8, is completely gone. I mean, if they bring Julia Chan back, which she's one of my favorite characters in Tekken, maybe I'll play Tekken 8 again, but when that Virtua Fighter Crossroads come out, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all think, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still playing Tekken 8? Y'all quit? Did y'all quit, playing the game? Y'all move on to something else? Let me know. Let's have a conversation, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you knew I do a variety of videos here. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.